Welcome to part 4 of This Is Where I'm Coming From, which I hope you will find contains some poetry that is a little different. Whilst Philip Larkin may be immortalised by his poem They Fuck You Up, Your Mum and Dad, I hope that this poem, A Conversation with My Father, is not quite such an indictment. You are like a Lowry painting etched upon the canvas of my mind. This is the only picture I retain. Uncomplicated brushstrokes, straight intersecting lines, neat-suited, bowler-hatted, slight, teeth worn down, clamped tight around your burwood pipe, never properly alight. You are not warm, not cold, and certainly not hot. You are not kind, nor either were you unkind. Simply, you are not. You are always there, but never really there for me to find, and I must have been the same. Two parallel tramlines, ever consigned not to converge, our meeting confined to Cinzano time, that ritual every night. After the London train arrived, you would alight at Polegate Station, and your fellow travellers would invite you to join them for a quick half in the railway tavern, and then at 7 on the dot the taxi would arrive, my mother, and bear you home, your rolled umbrella neatly placed behind the door, and I, now taught the art, would proudly pour 2 Cinzanos with a little ice, then small talk before we settle down to telly supper, and after supper told not once but twice, protesting to go to bed. You are like a Lowry painting etched upon the canvas of my mind, and as I grope for answers, as the picture clears, I find the lonely, fragile figure that I see is not you. It's not you, it's me. This poem was written some time ago during the Troubles. Quite why I wrote it I don't know. Presumably somebody had been shot in the back or kneecapped, and the whole situation seemed so hopeless and incapable of resolution. Garvacki Road. It's only a road after all, a highway dedicated to the public, so they may freely pass and repass along its course at will, but not to block, obstruct, or loiter, nor by law to fill with ranks of disaffected marchers, where sermons from mendacious preachers incite men to kill, passions kindled by the gossip of tin whistles, lisping calls to arms to hypnotized apostles, in tones so shrill, while the drum taps out the beat of insurrection, calls apprentice boys to drill. It's only a road after all, a byway designated for all traffic, where those pursuing lawful business should by right along its source still be allowed to traverse freely, but not to make a no-go, no-hope, no man's area, and not in the name of God to preach, rehearse the steely words inciting so much disaffection, hand out leaflets that call for insurrection, come with us, sign up and join the action. Inspired by our call for mission, you'll grow mesmerized by the drumbeat's rhythmic pattern, magnetized by our oratory's lilting passion, and soon, controlled by an unseen hand, you'll throw petrol bombs in taverns, shoot paras in the back, kneecap those who fail to heed our orders, those who dare attack our leader just because he wears a flak-proof jacket beneath his robes, gives credence to the demonstration, words fueling all the conflagration. Take this revolver for communion, sermons, words beguiling, masking hearts of stone, and soft words asking for hatred in the name of Christ. It's only a road after all, a road where no one is to blame, save for the rabble-rousers, and both sides are the same, so that here, on Garvacki Road, time just stands still. This poem, which is called Two Prunes, is not intended to be taken terribly seriously. Two old wrinklies, drawn together in the autumn of their lives, eyes still twinkly, and the same old yearning feeling in their thighs, complexion crinkly, skin like leather, receding hair and clouding eyes. Yet do I hear distinctly, you say you need a... Well, so do I. This poem was written on a jumbo jet in flight to Miami, airliner. Great graceful, tremulous, expansive wing, making your majestic sweep to starboard. Ailerons like feathers extended lazily, soaking up the winter sunshine, falling hazily upon your vivid, liveried plumage. Prehensile mammoth, most fearful thing, you could be waking from 1,000,000 years of sleep. Magnificent being in your own right, omnipotent presence in your great might, vast expanse of tight stretched skin, iguana basking in the sunlight, reflecting off the concrete runway that lies beneath your vast anatomy. Loud angry, thrusting expulsive jets, battle cry a rampant warlord, engines, bull gods, bellow angrily. You paw the ground and wait impatiently, listening for the crackling message, Alpha, Alpha 57, you're clear for takeoff. Take off, break off, blast off, fuck off, 250 tons of matter, accelerate to 200 knots, reach V2, the point of no return. Belching flame behind you, you leave the earth to burn, anxious not to linger longer, whilst we clench and unclench sweaty hands, turn our beads and whisper prayers. As speed increasing, fear grows stronger. Mass lifting off the concrete runway, great eagle wheeling over Hounslow, rising above the red-roofed houses, the gravel pits and meandering river reaches, patchwork fields and glasshouse garden centres, magic carpet, bearing us to our adventures. Unfasten seatbelts, relax, unpack, sit back, chill out within your ample bosom. At last someone else is driving. Then trolley-dolly with friendly smiling greeting, drinks served out, anaesthetizing feeling. Now fall asleep and dream of beach and copper-coloured maiden. Well, thank you for your time. I enjoyed that, and I hope that you did too. Other poems of mine follow in further parts of my upload, or you can read them for yourself on my webpage www.anthony.bavin.talktalk.net. As I say, thanks for listening, and in the words of the indomitable Dave Allen, may your God go with you,